Almost all property owners in Harris County pay property taxes. These taxes are essential to an efficient and effectively run government. Without taxes, we could not educate our children, ensure the safety of our citizens, or travel to and from work. Taxes help pay for services we all expect in our communities. Things such as education and schools, fire and police protection, roads, parks, and libraries. None of us want to pay more taxes than we should. In Texas, the property tax system is confusing and intimidating to the taxpayer. I would like to take a few minutes to explain the basics of the property tax system, a way to reduce those taxes and the impact of higher appraisals on your property. Hi, I'm Ann Harris Bennett, your Harris County Tax Assessor-Collector and Voter Registrar. There are 4 components to the property tax system in Texas: the legislature, the appraisal district, the taxing units, and the tax assessor-collector. The first 3 components give you a chance to let your voice be heard. The appraisal and tax rate are set by the time the information gets to the tax assessor-collector. My office can help the taxpayer by offering payment options. The state tax code, created and modified by the Texas legislature, spells out the laws and rules we all have to follow. If you don't like the way something is treated in the tax code, contact your legislator and let your voice be heard. The Harris County Appraisal District is responsible for placing a value on your property and administering any exemptions. Taxpayers who believe their property value is unfair or not correct have until May 15th of each year to file a protest with the appraisal district. Taxpayers can work with the appraisal district electronically through iSettle, meet with an appraiser, or schedule a hearing before the Appraisal Review Board. The Appraisal Review Board consists of approximately 190 Harris County citizens who meet in small panels of 3 to hear protests and resolve disputes between property owners and the appraisal district. The protest process is another way to let your voice be heard. The governing bodies of the local taxing units, such as city councils or school boards, must publish their truth in taxation information every year in August. This includes the effective and rollback tax rates. The effective rate is the rate required to produce the same revenue from the same properties taxed in both the current and previous years. This does not include new property or new construction. As a general rule of thumb, in a growing economy in a high-growth area such as Harris County, a new adopted rate greater than the effective rate will result in a tax increase. The rollback rate is the rate that results in an increase sufficient to trigger a rollback election, currently 8% in Texas. By the end of the fiscal year, the local taxing units must adopt their operating budget for the coming year and a tax rate that is projected to produce enough revenue to fund the budget. The final way to let your voice be heard would be to attend public meetings where the taxing units vote on the tax rate. As the county tax assessor-collector, I then take the value information from the appraisal district and apply the tax rates adopted by the taxing units. Based on that information, we then send your tax statement. Property taxes are due upon receipt of that tax statement, although taxpayers have until January 31st of the following calendar year to pay their property taxes without incurring penalty or interest. Residents can pay online, by mail, or at any one of our locations around the county. 3 factors are used to calculate the property tax you pay: property value, exemptions, and tax rates. Appraisal districts have no taxing authority. Under the Texas Constitution, the only entity that can impose or raise taxes are those that the state has granted taxing authority. Taxing units adopt budgets and tax rates necessary to fund those budgets. Your elected officials determine how much taxes you pay. I always encourage residents to engage their local elected officials about property taxes and any other concern they may have that fall under the responsibility of local governments. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching.